The average W-2 earner hits a ceiling at $120,000 annually. Beyond that, taxes devour every dollar. Assets, zero. This is the trap. 60% of high earners die with zero net worth. A six-figure salary does not make you wealthy. The math proves it, and we'll show you why. A job taxes you at 42%, while assets tax at 15%. The system is designed to keep employees broke. Here's how to escape it. Welcome back. Today we're breaking the myth that hard work and salary build wealth. Two characters, 30 years, opposite outcomes. Let's trace the money. Meet Jake. He's ambitious. He worked his way up from $50,000 to $190,000 per year over 2 decades. Smart, disciplined, successful. Meet Emma. She made $40,000 her first year, but she invested differently. Assets, not income. By year 20, the math diverged completely. Here's what changed. Both started at age 30. Both worked 30 years. One retired broke. One retired with $8 million. The difference? Asset ownership, not job title. Year 1, Jake earns $50,000. After taxes, $32,000 left. He rents, spends it. Emma earns $40,000. She invests $5,000 immediately. That $5,000 is critical. Emma puts that $5,000 in an index fund tracking the S&P 500. Historical return, 9.8% annually. $5,000 grows to $490 in year 2 alone. Jake doesn't invest. He earns more, spends more. Classic lifestyle inflation. At 45, he makes $130,000. Taxes take 42%, $54,000 left. No assets, just salary dependency. Emma's strategy is boring. Every year, 10% of income goes to index funds. $40,000 becomes $4,000 invested. $50,000 becomes $5,000. She never sees it leave her account. By year 10, Emma owns $143,000 in assets. Jake owns zero. Jake earns $600,000 more cumulatively. Where is it? Spent, taxed, gone. Emma's $143,000 keeps growing. The S&P 500 crashed in 2008, 37% loss. Emma's portfolio dropped to $90,000. Jake didn't notice. He had no portfolio. He just had a job, still vulnerable. But Emma kept investing during the crash. That's the secret. She bought stocks on sale. Her $10,000 annual investment in 2009 bought at 30% discounts. By 2010, her portfolio recovered and soared. Jake lost his job in 2009. No portfolio, no cushion. He couldn't survive. He took a job at $75,000 to survive. His climb reset. Emma's assets compounded through the crisis untouched. By year 20, here's the math. Jake earned $1,200,000 total. Taxes took $500,000. He spent $700,000. He owns zero assets. He's behind. Emma's contributions total $450,000. Her portfolio, $2.1 million. Why? Compound interest. She didn't beat the market. The market beat inflation while she slept. Exponential growth is silent. Jake now earns $190,000 per year. His take-home is $110,000. Emma's $2.1 million portfolio generates $190,000 annually at historical average returns. She works 0 hours. And here's the brutal part. Emma's $190,000. She pays 15% capital gains tax, $28,500. Jake pays 42%, $82,000. She keeps $62,000 more annually. But Jake's portfolio doesn't exist. It never existed, so his portfolio can't generate compound interest. It can't compound at 9.8% annually. It stays at 0, and he works until he dies. Year 25, Emma's portfolio hits $3.8 million. She's 55 years old. She stops working. Her income now, $380,000 per year from compound growth, taxed at 15%. Jake is 55. His salary is $210,000. He earns until he dies at 75, 20 more years, $1 million more dollars, 90% taxed away or spent. He retires with $40,000 in savings. The ceiling is real. Jake maxed out his earning potential at $190,000 per year. Emma hit her ceiling at $40,000, but her ceiling was on contributions, not growth. Growth, unlimited. Consider the S&P 500's worst decade, 2002-00 to 2009, negative 0.9% annualized. Emma still made 9.2%. Why? She reinvested dividends, dollar cost averaging through the crash. Jake's worst decade, he lost 5 years to recessions. His income flatlined. He couldn't invest. He defended. Emma's salary never changed, but her investments grew silently. In downturns, salary earners freeze. Asset owners accelerate. The tax system proves it mathematically. A salary earner at $190,000 pays $32,400 in federal taxes alone. That's $600 per week vanishing before you touch it. An asset owner earning $190,000 from index funds, $8,400 in capital gains taxes. That's $160 per week, a difference of $440 every single week, compounded over 30 years. $440 weekly times 52 weeks equals $22,880 per year in tax savings. Over 30 years, $686,000 just from tax structure. That's free money. And if Emma invested that $686,000 at 9.8%, it compounds to $4.2 million. The tax system itself creates wealth inequality. It rewards assets. It punishes salary. Jake never understood this. He optimized for title, for salary, for status. Emma optimized for compounding, for assets, for freedom. Both worked hard. Only one became wealthy. The job itself isn't the problem. The job is perfect for funding the real wealth builder, your portfolio. Jake used his job to fund lifestyle. Emma used hers to fund assets. That's the entire difference. By retirement, Emma's portfolio generates $1.2 million in annual value at historical rates. She doesn't need to work. Work is optional. Jake worked for every dollar until death. Control was never his. Here's the framework that replaced Jake's job mentality. Earn to invest, not to spend. Automate investing at 10% minimum. Hold for 30 years minimum. Reinvest dividends always. That's the system. Emma never worked harder than Jake. She worked the same. She just redirected her income. 10% to assets, 90% to living. That's it. No sacrifice, just redirection. Automation handles the rest. The job will never make you rich, but the job can fund what does. Your portfolio, your assets, your compounding. That's the system that actually works. That's why Emma won. Jobs have ceilings, assets don't. Salaries are taxed at 42%. Assets are taxed at 15%. The math is the message. Stop optimizing for titles. Start optimizing for ownership. Emma's secret wasn't luck. It wasn't intelligence. It was this: she treated her portfolio like her most important job. She showed up every month. She invested. Then she let compounding work. If this broke the spell, subscribe to Finance North Star. We release a new video every single day, exposing the myths that keep you broke. Join thousands breaking free. Hit the like button if Jake's story felt familiar. Show us this resonates. Your engagement signals which myths to break next. Let's go. Up next, how compound interest becomes compound wealth. Watch how Emma's first $5,000 turned into $2.1 million. The numbers will shock you. Click now.